It was pitch black here, with only the faint indicator lights flickering on the core pipelines. The air was thick with the smell of machine oil and ozone. I silenced my pistol. Xiaoya gripped an assault rifle, her breathing rapid. I didn't comfort her. Everyone here must be strong. Soon, footsteps approached. By flashlight, they found the maintenance hatch. Old Li rubbed his hands. This is it. Destroying the main pipe will overload the geothermal system. The alarms will blare, and the Ark will hear it. Zhang Wei told him to hurry. They started working together. They struggled to pry open the heavy alloy cover with a crowbar. With a loud clang, the lid was tossed aside. Eagerly, they shone their flashlights inside, expecting to see the fragile and complex network of pipes. However, what awaited them was not piping, but the dark muzzle of a gun, and my face, cold as frost. In that instant, the expressions of all four froze. Old Li's mouth formed an O shape, but I gave them no chance to speak. I never waste words on traitors. With the muffled sound, Zhang Wei's terrified face remained frozen as his body collapsed like a pile of mush. The remaining three erupted into screams and tried to run, but it was too late. Two more muffled shots rang out, and the two men trying to escape fell on the spot. In the end, only Old Li was left. Frightened, he collapsed to the floor with tears and snot streaming down his face, crawling toward me on his knees and mumbling for mercy, admitting his fault. He pleaded it was a mistake and begged for his life. I walked up, looming over him, and asked who emboldened him. Trembling, he pulled out a small black device, like a pager. Someone from Ark had contacted him. If he cooperated, he would... He never finished. Thud. Quiet returned and order was restored, but we lost 4 more people. Xiaoya leaned against the wall, retching. It was her first brush with death. I silently patted her back. Once trust cracks, it never mends. As I went to move the bodies, Old Li's black device suddenly vibrated. The screen lit up, and a new line of text appeared. Well done, Su-1. Now we can officially talk. The words appeared on the screen before my eyes, and my heart skipped a beat. My hands and feet instantly turned cold. So this was never about persuading me to surrender, nor about turning me against them. It was a test aimed directly at me. They deliberately set out bait, ignited internal conflict, and then watched coldly from the sidelines to see how I would handle this rebellion. Old Li, from beginning to end, they only used Ark as a pawn, to probe me. I slowly raised my head, and looked out at the grayish-white sky, as if I could feel a pair of invisible eyes above the clouds, watching my every move with great interest. Xiaoya leaned against the wall, her face deathly pale, and asked me what this meant. I didn't answer her, because the answer had already arrived. The fortress's alarm system blared at the highest level, issuing a warning of an approaching supermassive fleet, with energy readings off the charts, and a warning that our airspace had been sealed off. I rushed to the main control console and set all external camera permissions to the highest level. A row of neat black dots appeared on the horizon, and those dots rapidly grew larger, at a speed visible to the naked eye, turning into massive steel warships. They hovered silently above the sea, at least a dozen of them, forming a crescent shape that completely surrounded my island. The sky was swallowed by their enormous shadows, creating a suffocating sense of oppression that pressed down on you.